Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A toss snap to Robinson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Dumped off to his running back. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
A loss of 12.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Going for London, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover on the first series of this game. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Milrow. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is caught. Horton has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Cougar 19.
Milrow from the gun. This one's caught. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
There's a screen now for Walker. And he's brought down at the line.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now Penix off the play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Malik Woolen.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Penix working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. So now they have third and short. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
The throw. Here's Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face second down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-down pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
It's complete right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
In the red zone now. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. And he's got to regroup for second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Milrow throwing again now on second down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much.
And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Let's go now. 60.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-6 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Headed out right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. That one intended for Drake London. So 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To the air with Penix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. It's a job well done by that defense. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Hold the ready.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. From the gun, Milrow. Throw left is intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Has room into the secondary, and he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. One after try is good by Lutz. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 6.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. Escapes the pocket. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
They'll go play action. To the left, he's got a roll up. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Lions.
To the air, Milrow. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks making a one-score game in the first half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
looking to tack on the point after. No problems on the extra point there. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4.
Seahawks 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Calvin Austin on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Penix now to throw. On the left side. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
Okay, great.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Let's go now.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Milrow with it on first. Completes, it's Horton. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Rolling from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First down throw here from Milrow. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you use your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. Running in the red zone. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal
Come on.
at the 7-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the red zone on first. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Milroe from the gun. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Throwing now, Milroe. There's a screen now for Walker. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down.
On first down, here's Penix. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Taking a shot deep here. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8.
Seahawks 16. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
70, hop, 70.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go.
Go play action on 1st down. It is Cup, left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. 70 Lions.
Slot man's in motion right. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Penix here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
3rd down, it's Penix. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Three, Cowboy 80.
Drive begins with a Walker run. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go, Scott. Back to 60, Pat.
They'll air it out on third. Catch made over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here we go, here we go. 19, 18. Go.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They strike for 23 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dragon 60. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Milrow with it on first. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
70 Timberwolf. Check, hurt. Ready.
This is Walker on second. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Milrow throwing on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Live ball here. He's going to return it. Runs by the 30. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 19.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Catch made. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons lead by 14. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons lead by 15 now.
Seahawks 16. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19, 18.
From the gun, Milrow. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Gonna bring up 4th down. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Penix.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Rucker on 1st down. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
From the red zone on 1st. There's a screen out for Walker. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Here's Milrow to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Intercepted in the end zone. Matt Milano in the pick it off. And the Falcons are tackled close to their own end zone, but the important thing is they got that football back.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
That'll get to Dijon. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Hits the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Milrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. 18.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. On him quick, and they bring him down. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Going to need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Cowboy 80.
Here's the backup. 1st throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
60 by 6. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And that's an 8-yard shove to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Their 49-yard line.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Go. 18 Cardinal. 18.
Now an inside give to Carter. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Third and just 2 to go. Carter again. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Second quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. He's drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. So the Falcons earn the win in this one.